Tonight, from Toronto, Canada, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Toronto Montees taking on the Houston Voyagers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Voyagers and the Toronto Mounties. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto Ball Club as they enter play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put in... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Lewis. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lewis on the move to his left. The escapability and evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now Lewis. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
35-yard line.
Off play action. Lewis. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Number 27, Kareem Hunt.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 10 carries, 83 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. building confidence after a loss. That's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Voyagers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Complete to number
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
First down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Herbert on first down now. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Lewis. And he rifles one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lewis. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Operating from the gun. Lewis buying time to his left. He'll run it. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Lawrence. And it's going to go incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
The ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Herbert completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
To George Kittle.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. 4 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mounties 7, Voyagers nothing.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 20! And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
Again, the ball carrier.
A big run there by Jones. 43 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Aaron Jones.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Number 16.
From 3 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
Lawrence is back.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's good. 4A.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Lawrence will find his man, Laviska Shenault. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
It's on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On second down, here's Herbert. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Jones. A gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Herbert on third down now. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
First down, Voyager.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Pulled in at the 24. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from the... Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Complete.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. Less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete.
An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Lawrence. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw on second down, Lawrence. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Brings up third down.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Lawrence gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Houston set to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense. I got my coffee rolled out for you.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Herbert. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big...
Can't get away, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Lawrence, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
By Denzel Ward.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads deep. Harbaugh has it knocked free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Herbert. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Houston. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here from the 38. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 40.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Lawrence. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Well, listen, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Herbert's pass.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Houston.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Complete to number 86.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one.
He's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Herbert. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field. This time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Lawrence. Parked in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after now from Catanzaro.
For the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Lawrence is back.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
9-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
So the false start will back them up 5. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hooks. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they've practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will extend their lead even further.
Voyagers 31, Mounties 7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Lawrence. That one is caught by Hunt. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On fourth down, Lawrence. And this one's tipped and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Connection made with Chabot. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, Lawrence. Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7. Brings up 3rd and
from the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for our visitors, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.